Hi all, welcome to another lecture of NTDM. So here today we will study about the cutting forces in a single point cutting tool. Okay, see I will go directly to the topic. Okay, consider this is a workpiece. This is a workpiece and the workpiece is fitted in a chuck. A chuck is a rotating mechanism. So workpiece will be rotating and it is rotating in this direction. Direction is also shown in the figure. And here this is the side view of the rotating workpiece. Okay, now I will explain four different forces acting on a workpiece. So I'm introducing first one is axial feed force. See, axial feed force is a feed force generated inside the workpiece from the cutting tool, and it will be parallel to the axis. See, here is the axis and here is the axial force. See, you can see the both are parallel to each other. So that is why it is called as axial feed force. And the next one is radial feed force. You can see the radial feed force here. This is the radial feed force. Actually the direction is in this way. The feed force is generated at the point from the single point cutting tool. And the third one is tangential feed force. See, tangential feed force is the point in the workpiece where you can see this is the tangential cutting force. And now the last one is the sum total of all these forces, that is axial feed force, and radial feed force and tangential feed force. This is the fourth one is F is the resultant of all these cutting forces. So we can simply construct a diagram in such a way that, see, here it is the resultant of all these forces. Now you can see the cutting tool here and the workpiece here. Workpiece is here, and now we'll write the equation for oblique cutting forces. See, the resultant force is given by R is equal to Fx plus Fy plus Fz. See, this R is same as that of F. Okay, F is also same as R. So that is the resultant cutting force. You can see that the Fc, Ft and sorry, it's not Ft, it's Fr, Ff and Fc are in three different directions, that is X, Y and Z. So we can simply write these forces as Fx, Fy and Fz. Now see, if X is equal to Fc, Fy is equal to Ff and Fz is equal to Fr. That is for oblique cutting. And if we are considering orthogonal cutting, the important point you have to remind is, in order to memorize, is Fr is equal to 0, that is radial force is absent. There is no radial force for orthogonal cutting. And also one thing you have to keep in mind, that is F feed force. Feed force is equal to Ft, that is thrust force. So feed force is also called as thrust force. Now we can write the equation as, so considering Fr equal to 0 and F is equal to Ft, Ff is also equal to Ft, we can write the equation as R is equal to Fc plus Ft. Okay. Now I will just introduce some of the terms and notations that are used for cutting forces in a tool. See, here you can see a colorful picture, that is a yellow workpiece and blue is the chip and red is the tool. See, here the tool you can see is, the tool is chipping or cutting a part from the workpiece. See, these two sides are very smooth sides and this is a rough side. Okay, this smooth side is happening due to the shearing action of the tool. This is how the tool shears the chip from the workpiece. Here you can see the notations Fn, Fs and here Ft, here Fc. Okay, now F is already we have discussed, that is F is the resultant and R is also the resultant, and there are some angles like phi, alpha, beta, etc. Okay, so these are the angles made by the tool. See the notations, I will just explain the notations also. Fs is the shear force which act along the shear plane, is the resistance to the shear of the metal in forming the chip. I have also discussed in the first or second class, that is the material is chipping out of the workpiece because of the shear force. The next one is Fn, that is force acting normal to the shear plane. See here you can see Fs and Fn are perpendicular to each other. Therefore, the R is the resultant of Fn and Fs. Okay. Now also you can see Ft and Fc. Ft and Fc. These two forces are already present at the point where the cutting action is happening. So this point you can see this point, this point is transferred to here, so that you can simply see Ft and Fc and the resultant of these two forces, that is R. Also there is a normal, you can see a normal to the chip force that is provided by the tool. That normal is also marked here. This is the normal, and the point which the line which joins the center point of the force Ft and the N is given by F, and the angles alpha, beta and phi is marked in the figure, so that you can easily understand where these angles comes. So these are the basic cutting forces acting on a tool for oblique cutting. Oblique cutting means the cutting is happening in two dimensions. Okay, in x, y or y, z or x, z plane. So there are two dimensions. That is why we are having these much of cutting forces for oblique cutting. Okay, so we will study the next we will study merchant circle, how to denote these four forces in a single circle in the next class. So just familiarize with all the angles and also the cutting forces. Thank you.